Hello, everybody! It's been a while. Monalasa, hi! Hi! It definitely has been a bit since I have live streamed. There's a perfectly logical explanation for that, which I will not get into because I want to get into this. Yeah, last stream was a month, I think. Oh, yeah, that's a long time. But yeah, I found out this game got out, and I was like, this is so cool. I gotta play this since I've already played Love Triangle and that other Stan game. And apparently there's routes for Fiddleford, Bill, Stan, and Ford, which I'm gonna be trying to do all of the routes. Hi, Zach! I'm gonna go ahead and start. Bro, GTA 6 got leaked. Oh no. Oh, I guess that's Stan. Oh, that's Stan, that's Bill, that's Ford, and that's Fiddleford. Which route do we want to take? We'll go in order. We'll go Stan first. Go this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. Stan is a swashbuckler, a Casanova, and finally able to live his life as Stanley Pines, no longer under the guise as his brother, and that secretly terrifies him. A lot of his arc will be of him finally getting to have something for him, not something to keep him afloat or out of the eyes of the law. He's selfless and has spent his whole life making sacrifices for other people. Let's give him something nice for once. Yeah, let's do this first. Stanley Pines demo route. Oh, it's a demo. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can already tell this is gonna get so cool. The art is amazing. The salty sea air mixes with the unmistakable smell of alchemy. Well, decidedly fake alchemy. Your shop, the Wobbly Flask? What? Purveyors of alchemical goods sat at the edge of the crooked docks, a seaside town where everyone knew everyone. I think I think I'm also a con person. I think I also con people. I'm not sure though, because it said fake alchemy. A seagull squawks, eyeing your. Yeah, I'm definitely conning people. Like rare herbs in quotations, rack from outside, business as usual. It was all so perfectly normal. Until now. Is that the Stan of War? It's the Stan of War! It's a Stan of War 2! That's so cool. A creaky boat bumps against the dock. Stan of War 2 is written crudely on the side. Two men tumble off like they've been trapped in there for weeks. One's a gruff guy in a trench coat and beanie, already shoving the other, a bespectacled, serious-looking guy in a turtleneck. Okay, so turtleneck is Ford, the gruff guy is definitely Stan. The turtleneck retaliates immediately, locking the trench coat in a headlock. They're bickering loud enough to scare off the seagulls, voices rising and falling like overgrown children. Yep, that's them. You lean against the counter, smirking as you watch the show. Oh. You jump, nearly dropping the jar of enchanted licorice. Oh yeah, we're definitely a scammer. Enchanted licorice, I've never heard of that before. Now 50% enchanted. We suck so bad. You were half-heartedly restocking. The label, hastily slapped on with glitter and tape, falls to the floor uselessly, a casualty of your flinch. A woman sweeps into the shop like she owns the place. Oh, I hate people like this, bro. Oh my god. She's draped in silks that scream luxury and a questionable scarf that screams, well, dead possum. It's the kind of outfit you only wear if you're 100% convinced you're the main character. Ugh. I gotta give her a really bratty voice. I'm looking for real herbs, not whatever this is. She gestures broadly at your rare herbs rack, where a seagull, who you're convinced lives inside the shop now, is perched on the edge, eyeing the mint like it's about to make its move. You open your mouth to reply, but the words fizzle. You can't help it. You keep glancing back at the dock. The brothers are now waving sticks at the seagulls. It's like they are trying to communicate. Excuse me, I said the best you've got. Something real. Of course. Let me just. Before you can finish your sentence, one of the bickering dock guys saunters in. His jacket looks like it's been through a war, or at least a very aggressive dryer circle. And then there's that grin. It's the kind of grin that sets off every do not trust alarm in your brain. Let me guess. It's gonna be Stan. But against all logic, there's something weirdly charming about it. Yep, it's definitely Stan. Like if a used car salesman somehow convinced you they really could get you a good deal. Gosh dang! I didn't expect Stan to. Oh my god, the art is amazing! He's got a mullet back. Is this from Gravity Falls? Yes. I thought you was saying Sans. Oh no, no, not Sans. He has long hair and a ponytail. Yeah, he has a mullet again. I'm so happy. Oh, sorry for eavesdropping, but did I hear someone asking for premium goods? You blink as he leans dramatically against your counter, already making himself comfortable. Well, lady, you're in luck. You want the best? Easy. Grab that Moonshade mint over there. That stuff, it's the secret sauce of potions. Makes everything work, even the forbidden spells. And what exactly makes you the expert? Stan Pines. Let's just say I'm a connoisseur of, just about anything. Moonshade mint, top tier. Trust me. Moments later, the woman waddles out of your shop with an armful of overpriced Moonshade mint, which, for the record, is just crushed peppermint, glitter, and a sprinkle of household herbs. A recipe inspired by a favorite novel of yours. I don't know that reference. Stanley turns to you with a self-satisfied grin and a wink. Rich suckers will buy anything if you sell it right. You're welcome, by the way. You glance at the now empty shelf where your bestseller used to be. The name's Stanley Pines, at your service, and you are? My name is Cherry. I'm a she-her. How did you know what they wanted? You just conned them, didn't you? Not bad, you're better at this than me. I want to be smug, too. Pretty smug. Don't be too hard on yourself, Cherry. It's tough to beat the best. I've been doing this forever. So this is just a normal Tuesday for you? Pretty much. That makes sense. Stanley leans against the counter, tapping his chin like he's hatching some sort of master plan. All right, Cherry, how about I teach you a real lesson? Time to master the fine art of strategic upselling. Let's snag some real cash. Should I be worried? Nah, you're in good hands. Trust me, I'll walk you through it. Where the heck is your brother? What has Ford been doing this whole time? Outside, the two of you stand near the shop entrance, scanning the docks like a pair of opportunistic seagulls. Rule number 1, read the crowd. See that guy over there? He's got Easy Mark written all over him. Let's sell him something special. Special like hat? Don't overthink it. Just watch and learn. You watch as Stan strolls up to a middle-aged man sporting an oversized hat and a camera. I love how Stan automatically realizes that I'm scamming people, and he's like, hey, I want to be a part of that. Haven't done this in forever. His hat is covered with sea monsters, while his camera hangs at the ready, eager to capture anything vaguely mysterious. With the ease of a practiced con artist, because he is, Stan launches into a story about mermaid scales that protects sailors from storms. The man buys 2 jars on the spot, his eyes wide with wonder as he clutches the jars like treasure. Stan returns to you, his grin as wide as the ocean, jingling a pouch of coins triumphantly before setting the money on the counter. And that, my friend, is how it's done. Your turn. That's not fair. You picked the cheesiest guy on the entire dock. Ha! Well, don't worry. This dock's full of obvious marks. You just gotta keep your eyes peeled. You giggle. I don't giggle. Pushing him aside and heading to charm your own customers. Your attention is drawn to a girl lingering near the shelves. She's holding a stack of books in one arm, her free hand hovering uncertainly, can't talk today, over a jar of herbs labeled Starlight Lavender. Her expression is skeptical, but there's a flicker of curiosity in her eyes. You step forward, ready to help. I feel like Stan's method is gonna get me more customers, and I feel like my own method is gonna make me mess up. Stands. Ah, you seem to be a magical type. It's no beginner herb. You can do some really powerful stuff with it. The Starlight Lavender is a solid choice for the real magical types, anyhow. You're really laying it on thick. Somewhere a real scam artist is nodding in approval. She hesitates for a moment before smiling, the tension in her shoulders easing. I guess it couldn't hurt to try. That's the spirit. Worst case, your room smells amazing. Best case, you unlock ancient wisdom. There's no loss. It's a small sale, but hey, at least she looks excited. You really did sell the experience. You can tell you've made her day just a little brighter. I'm gonna save right there. Yeah, just in case. And as she heads to the counter with her purchase, you can't help but smile, feeling like you've done more than sell herbs. You've shared a little piece of magic. Ah, cute. You went with the genuine charm angle. Bold. Not bad for a rookie. Who said I was a rookie? Maybe I've been running this place longer than you think. He snorts, clearly amused. Right. It was rude of me to assume. I didn't mean to question your vast, mysterious experience. Some people don't need a flashy pitch. Sometimes they just want something that feels right. Even if this shop's a little unconventional, that doesn't mean there's nothing real here. Where is Ford? Where is Ford all this time? Stan smiles, clapping you on the back, grinning like you joined a super secret club. I guess I misjudged you, Cherry. You've got quite the knack for this. But tell me, are you sure you're playing for the right team? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, you're honest. Very, very genuine, which is great on its own. But this kind of shop, you're gonna need to lie to make it through. Dang. I just noticed Stan looks super cute whenever he's nervous. I just gotta point that out. Cause look at this. That's amazing. Genuine people like that don't last long in this game, you know. It just doesn't seem like your kind of thing. There's a strange look in his eyes, like he's remembered something. Before you can ask, he shakes his head and grins. Stanley slaps a handful of miscellaneous coins and crumpled bills onto the counter, grabs his totally legitimate purchase, and saunters toward the door, whistling innocently. Well, thanks for entertaining me. Take care, Cherry. But then something shiny glints from inside his coat. As he waves cheerfully, a jar of enchanted licorice wobbles precariously out of his pocket, nearly hitting the ground before he catches it with a panicked lunge. Hey! Stan freezes mid-wave, his eyes going wide. It's the exact look a raccoon gives when you turn on the porch light and find its elbow deep in your garbage. Oh my god, he's stealing from me! Are you serious? Smoke bomb! He throws a fistful of glitter into the air with a dramatic flourish. The glitter sparkles, uselessly. It floats to the ground in a sad shimmer, coating both of you. There's a long, awkward beat as the two of you lock eyes. Bro, Stan, I swear to God. Before he can say anything, Stan bolts for the door, muttering under his breath something that sounds like maple. Oh, Mabel. You vault over the counter, hot on his heels. You're not stealing from me. Stan tears down the docks, arms flailing wildly. The sound of his uneven footsteps echoes off the wooden planks. Ford, start the boat! At the far end of the... I can't with this storyline. At the far end of the dock, a stern man with glasses, Ford apparently, pokes his head out from behind the controls of a rickety boat. Stanley, what did you do this time? Ford scrambles to untie the boat. Despite his age, Stanley moves with surprising agility, vaulting over railings, sliding down the dock stairs, and finally tumbling onto the deck with an undignified oof. He groans, rubbing his back, lunging back into action just as quickly as he fell out of it. Okay, throw me the rope! Ford tosses a rope and Stan grabs it in one smooth motion. Sorry, Toots, it's just part of the business. You skid to a halt at the edge of the dock, glaring as the boat lurches to life. Your frustration bubbles over as Stan gives you a cocky salute, but just as he opens his mouth to say something undoubtedly obnoxious, please let us jump onto the boat. Please let us jump onto the boat. Please, please, please. Clunk! The boat collides with a jagged rock. Oh no, their boat! The impact sends Stan flying through the air in a spectacular arc before splash. Ford slaps his forehead in exasperation while Stan thrashes in the shallows, spluttering indignantly. He clambers back onto the deck, dripping wet, and meets your gaze with a sheepish grin. Yeah, that wasn't very smart to do. By the time the local authorities show up to investigate the crash and your stolen magical licorice, you spot Stanley and his brother hiding around the corner of your store. You sneak up on them. There's Ford! Dang, they didn't put as much effort in Ford as they did Stan. Stan and Ford are deep in a heated whisper fight. Ford's arms are crossed, his face a mask of frustration, while Stan is trying to make his most innocent and charming smile. Wait, these are different artists. These are different artists for Stan and Ford. It's a different art style. Huh. Well, that's cool. Jerry, all right. Let's not get carried away. We all got off on the wrong foot here. Can't we just pretend this never happened? This one. Just what he said to me. Sorry, Toots, it's just business. Your cheeky delivery catches Stan completely off guard. His confident grin wobbles. No, it breaks, and his cheeks go crimson. Before he can respond, Ford jabs him in the ribs with an elbow. Ow! I don't think pretending this never happened is exactly on the table, but something could be arranged. You watch Stan's face light up, his eyes practically sparkling. He starts nodding so fast you're worried he might sprain something. Oh, now that's what I like to hear, right, Ford? It's the last thing we need, Stanley. We're already on thin ice, and now this. Oh, he's pissed off. Oh, this is hilarious. Stan's face is like pure happiness, and then you look over at Ford, and he's just glaring at Stan. This game is amazing already. Wait, I think I recognize that. I think I recognize this art style from a TikToker that I know, but I forgot their name. I know. Relax, Ford. I've got this all under control. This is under control to you? Stan scratches the back of his neck, giving a sheepish grin. You can't help but smile. These two are something else. Tell you what, I'll let you off the hook. If I get my stolen stock back. Now that's customer service. A little negotiation. I like it. Deal. Plunk. Cartoonishly, as if their luck couldn't get worse, jars clatter from his jacket and bounce right into the water. Time freezes. Oh my god, Stan, I swear to God. Everyone stares at the ripples spreading across the surface. Ford buries his face in his hands, groaning. I would too. Stan breaks into a full sweat, laughing nervously. The police concluded their investigation. The boat was severely damaged despite how small the rock appeared. You definitely knew people in town would be happy to help fix the damage, but the problem was whether or not you should ask for their help. Wow, just wow. First Stan steals from me, then he breaks his own boat, and then he agrees on a negotiation, but the jars just bounce from his jacket into the water, and now I lost my magical licorice. Oh my god. The police hand you what's left of your magical licorice, a soggy, sticky mess. You grimace. You notice the brothers off to the side again. Do you realize how much trouble you've caused, Stanley? The last thing we needed was to get banned from the only magical shop for miles. Come on, Ford. Magical shop is a bit of a stretch, don't you think? It's mostly glitter. Glitter or not, that licorice was our last hope. Ford pulls something from his jacket, a tiny semi-aquatic creature wrapped snugly in a scarf. Aw! It looks like it's part wet cat, part something else entirely, with slick fur and big, soggy eyes blinking up at you cluelessly. Aw! Time seems to stop. I want to adopt that now. I would honestly just throw a piece of cheese onto both of their foreheads for the cost of the licorice. Your shop, the one you'd always assumed was full of fun and harmless gimmicks, might have actually been selling something magical. Right in front of you was proof of the supernatural. Without magical hydration, it'll dry up completely. That licorice had all the right properties. It was our last shot, and now we're back to nothing. I know, I didn't mean for things to go sideways. Stan could have just paid for it. I hope he realizes that. I just didn't want to mess it up more. That licorice wasn't cheap, you know. Oh. Well, that just answered my question. Stanley, I overheard you talking about our expenses, okay? I figured if I could handle it, I'd save you some stress. Stanley, we're tight on funds, sure, but we've been through worse. You didn't have to steal. I know, I was just trying to save the day. Oh my god. Ford's frustration seems to wane, replaced with exhaustion and reluctant admiration. You're impossible, you know that? It's part of my irresistible charm. The brothers share a quick, awkward hug, Ford patting Stan on the back with more affection than he probably intended to show. You can't help but admire Stan's selflessness, even if his methods left a lot to be desired. Cherry! Hey there, so, nice weather we're having. Ford quickly hides the creature in his jacket, his expression stoic, but his body language is screaming, act natural. You smirk, casually nibbling a piece of soggy licorice. It tastes as terrible as it looks. Careful one. The brothers exchange relieved looks. Stan snatches a piece so fast it's as if he thinks he'll change your mind. Thank you! I'm, a huge sucker for licorice. Hey, Ford, hold on to this for me. Ford discreetly slips the licorice to the creature. Loud slurp and munch noises follow. The brothers exchange nervous glances, both pretending not to hear the racket. Let's work out a deal. Oh, apparently I got love for that. Well, the police said I could repossess your stuff, but honestly, I hate paperwork. Yeah. So how about we work out a deal instead? Now you're speaking my language. What kind of deal are we talking? Here's the deal. You and your brother work at my shop until we fix up your boat. Prove you're as good as you say, and maybe I'll even throw in some tips. Stanley's face lights up immediately, but Ford still looks skeptical. Your boat's out of commission for a while anyway. I've got family who can repair it. We've even got a spare room in our attic you can stay, free of charge. The brothers exchange looks, both surprised by your generosity. Stan gestures toward Ford, silently asking him to make the final decision. We'll take the deal, thank you. The tension breaks as Stanley's face splits into a huge grin. He slaps Ford on the back, and the two share a quick bout of roughhousing before running off to gather their things. But just before Stan heads off, he hesitates. Turning back, his usual smirk is replaced by something softer, more genuine. You know, you didn't have to do this. I know, I wanted to. Besides, if you sell like you sold most of my stock this afternoon, then you stealing from me might be the best thing that's ever happened to my shop. Stanley laughs, the sound warm and light. Thanks, Cherry, for, everything. The moment lingers, the air thick with something unspoken. Bro, we just met! What are you talking about? Oh my god. But then, as if remembering himself, Stan averts his eyes, his grin creeping back into its usual cheeky form. The brothers were different. You'd never met anyone like them before. Sure, Stanley stole from you, but there was something more to them, a kind of desperation mixed with charm that made you curious. And that creature they found, proof that creatures weren't just a fantasy. This was real. How could you let this opportunity slip away? Stanley might have stolen from you, but he also brought you something else entirely. Possibility. Demo end. Okay, that's the end of that demo. That Stan one was pretty good. Okay, now it's the Bill demo. I'm not really excited for the Fiddleford. Young Fiddleford is much better than the crazy Fiddleford. But, yeah, it's Bill's turn. Immediately when I heard something is in the air, I immediately went to kiss. I don't know why. Yeah, my head went to that too. I was like, we better not kiss because we just met. Bill's in a bind. Interdimensional therapy isn't his style. It's all schedules and structure. Lame. He needs to get out of there, and quick. And so he's resorting to something that will surely keep him up at night. Good behavior. And it's working out. A couple years of sucking up to those schmucks in the correctional facility, and now he's given a chance to conduct his final wellness tests in the outside world as a human. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. I'm scared. Ooh, I like this music though. You're driving through the woods on the way to your destination of Gravity Falls, Oregon. You're going for a short 3-day camping trip. In researching for somewhere new to camp in the Pacific Northwest, you heard from a friend how beautiful and serene it was out in Gravity Falls, and decided that that was just what you needed for a vacation. So far, it was living up to the hype. The towering pine tree, shading the drive with lovely dappled light, the lake you passed with a glittering surface, even the little creatures waving at you from the trees leave you with a weird sense of foreboding. Or that's just your stomach. You haven't eaten since you passed Portland, and a donut was not a great choice of snack. Nothing to see here, folks. Perfect. As you continue driving, you see the sign, Gravity Falls. Again, this art is amazing. I love it. As you pull into town, and cruise down what looks like the main street, a diner catches your eye, Greasy's. Its unique and large exterior definitely leaves an impression. Whether good or bad, you're not quite sure yet. Still, you hope it'll have your favorite breakfast food waiting inside. Let me guess. Pancakes. I'm guessing pancakes. After you let yourself in and examine your surroundings, it becomes clear that this is the main watering hole for the small town. The diner is packed with patrons, ranging from a large lumberjack to a stereotypical emo teenager. Oh, that's Robbie. Nevertheless, you walk up to the front counter with a lady who eyes you with a smirk, pouring a cup of coffee.
Hiya there, darling. What can I get you today?
There's voice lines! Yay! Pancakes.
Coming right up. Sit wherever you like, if you can find a seat.
You look around and see a couple of chairs here and there, but people are filling them fast. The lady has already gone to speak with another customer. You spot a chair towards the end of the counter and briskly walk over to it. Once you sit down, you let out a sigh of relief. Until...
Hey, crazy cat lady.
Oh my god. Is he wearing his shirt inside out? He's wearing his shirt inside out, bro. Also, the voice impressions are pretty good. Not gonna lie. You turn, startled, to find a guy standing way too close, but his eyes are locked on the woman you just spoke to. The lady does not notice his presence.
Ugh, lazy Susan and her selective hearing.
So her name must be Lazy Susan, you think, before resuming your attention to the elephant in the room. This guy's comment was under his breath, but you're still taken aback by his rudeness. His sweaty appearance, the unenthusiastic manner in which he sat down next to you, and his previous rude commentary about her already tell you enough about this guy. So, Bill, I don't like you already. But you can't help but stare helplessly, though perhaps you're a little too obvious about it.
Hey, you with the 2 eyes. Keep giving me that look and I'll flip your teeth upside down.
I'd like to see you try, fatty. Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, is this when humans recite scripts to pretend they aren't constantly improvising throughout their entire existence?
Sure, we'll go with that. This stranger's surprising choice of wording nearly throws you back. You feel a little called out, defensive even, but you don't entertain. Either out of sheer morbid curiosity or for the fun of it, you pursue getting to know him. Why don't we start with names? I'm Cherry. Nice to meet you, Bill. You introduced yourself.
Name's Bill Cipher. That's right. I'm kind of the most popular guy in this town.
Sure. Wear a shirt! Okay, if we're being honest, I do like muscle, but I don't mind if there's a little chunk too. Yeah, that's true.
For all the wrong reasons.
Wait, what?
Name's Bill Cipher. That's right. I'm kind of the most popular guy in this town.
For all the wrong reasons.
Lazy Susan, you practically jump at her sudden reappearance. You'd been so busy with Bill that you didn't even notice her approaching.
The one and only. The lady of the hour.
Lazy Susan frowns, seemingly unimpressed by Bill's attitude. By one glance alone, you can tell she's dealt with his nonsense
Don't
before.
humor him, dear. He's nothing but trouble.
I'm aware.
Hey, I've been nice to you so far. At least give me some credit for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And where's the Pines family?
Off doing their own dumb things.
Totally not suspicious. Anyways, the usual.
Why else would I be here? Also, don't answer that.
Without another word, Susan walks away, back to the front counter. The stranger, Bill, turns to face you, looking you up and down. Please don't check me out, Bill. I'm trying to stay monetized.
So, meatbag, what brings you to this town?
I'm gonna say visiting.
Huh. That's oddly vague.
Let me see what his other response is for camping. Oh, he don't like camping. He likes visiting, though.
Huh.
How so?
Visiting who? Are you a tourist? A murderer? A murderer tourist?
You choke on your words as you register what he said. Before you can come up with a reply, your savior arrives, Lazy Susan, back with yours and Bill's requested food, and places it in front of you. Bill's dish is, well, pistachios. Your regular is a bowl of nuts. Oh my god, of course he would like... I was about to say something, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say, Bill loves nuts in his mouth.
Good taste. I know. I get them because I like it when my fingernails feel like they're going to tear off.
Okay. He peels the shell off of one and throws it into his mouth, ignoring your wide-eyed look. You look over to Lazy Susan, who's only shaking her head with a sigh. To you, Bill was odd, but to her, this was behavior she's accustomed to. What's his deal? You say, pointing a thumb to Bill.
Bill? Oh, he's just a fellow working in the mystery shack as a janitor, or something like that.
I'm right here, you know.
Susan looks pointedly towards Bill. She contemplates something before leaning closer and lowering her voice to a whisper.
He's done some real nasty stuff to the town. People don't talk about it much, but they remember.
I'm not deaf.
I suggest you steer clear from him.
Bill groans with exaggeration and peels another shell off a pistachio and chucks it into his mouth. You glance back at Bill. This time you really examine him. A nasty scar carved into his forehead and eyelid, which spread into 2 lines on his cheek before ending at his jaw. Something about him feels wrong, as if he's wearing skin that doesn't quite fit. Yeah, because he's triangle. You turn back to Susan, who's giving you a small shrug, unsure how to act after giving out the warning. Regardless of your roaming thoughts, you were polite. Thanks.
No problem, sweetheart. Oh yeah, rude of me not to ask you. But what you doing in this little town? Not many people are here willingly.
She chuckles. I'm going camping, actually. The lady takes a few seconds, thinking how to respond after her comment.
Excuse me then. That reminds me. I think there's a family who's camping too. Now who were they? I think it was Gleeful. No. The Acorns.
Please don't say it's Gleeful. As Lazy Susan racks her brain, very suddenly the diner door slams open. A girl walks in, wearing a very bright, very obviously handmade sweater. Mabel! Please let it be Mabel. It has to be Mabel. The girl stands in the doorway for a second before taking a deep breath.
Oh, Bill Cipher! Where
Oh
are you?
yeah, that's Mabel. She sings songs and begins asking around. A few adults reply with a shrug, nod, or look around.
Oh, God. Not her.
Bill's eyes stare at the girl like he's seeing an unpleasant surprise.
Hi, Mabel. It's been a while.
Why is he blushing? That's crazy. Never seen Bill blush before. You watch as the kid, Mabel, looks toward Lazy Susan and gives her a wave. Bill, on the other hand, scurries off his chair and tries to hide behind you. What are you doing?
That tiny nuisance.
Why? We just met.
Because your soft, fleshy, human heart craves being the hero.
Silence fills the space between you two. You look over to Mabel and then back, weighing your options. Okay. Okay, fine, I'll help.
Now that's more like it.
He loves being manipulative, bro. You shift just enough to block Bill from Mabel's line of sight. Mabel questions a few other patrons before giving up and heading for the door. You let out a breath you didn't realize you were holding. Bill looks relieved, eyes closing. But then...
There you are, Bill!
Oh my god. Bill yelped. You almost do too.
Were you hiding from me?
No. I was...
Bill is quick to deny. His eye darts around, searching for an excuse.
I wasn't trying to hide. I was just talking to this human person. Wanted to know where good campsites are, so I was helping out.
The girl raises her eyebrows at you. Guess I'll lie to help, Bill. Yeah, I'm visiting town for a few days to camp, and Bill has been very helpful with finding some campsites around here.
So,
Mabel's eye squints with uncertainty, and she faces Bill, who in return gives a toothy smile. Mabel turns to look at you.
what a funny coincidence! We're camping too!
Bill's smile vanishes. Oh, that's surprising.
Surprise too! Bill's never a helpful person.
You watch as Mabel lets go of Bill's shirt collar to retrieve a sheet of paper from her pocket. What? You got the perfect role model sticker. She sticks a sticker on his cheek. It says, I've been the perfect role model, with a cat playing with a ball of yarn in the center. Bill
Is
frowns.
it a cat?
Of course it's a cat one.
Oh, that's amazing. I love cat stickers. They're so cute. She turns to face you.
Anyways, what's your name? My family is camping too. You should join us.
Sure. Oh, and my name's Cherry. What's yours?
Bagel! Part-time chaos wrangler. And yeah, sorry about Bill.
Water under the bridge. Where are you camping?
Great question. Uncle Ford knows where.
Don't tell me he's here.
Haha, you scared that your ex is here, Bill? That's a coincidence. You see Bill's face holding a scowl as if thinking about Grunkle Ford gives him a bad taste in his mouth. I haven't talked to him since Weirdmageddon, and he hates me. I want him to love me. I don't know what to type. It's fine, Monalasa. Who's Ford?
You'll see. Follow me.
Mabel begins to pull Bill. Once he realizes he's been forced to leave, he grabs a handful of pistachios, shoving a bunch in his pocket with a few dropping to the floor. Finally, you follow them out of Greasy's. Outside, you spot an older man with gray curls, tired eyes, and the distant look of someone lost in thought.
There you are, Grunkle Ford.
The little girl runs up to him. He chuckles.
I wouldn't go anywhere, Mabel.
Aw, it's so cute.
I know. Anyways, what about Bill?
Ford's gaze makes... Bro, can these cars shut up? Anyways, Ford's gaze makes its way to Bill, his expression tightening into something colder, like old grudges resurfacing. Then he notices you, surprise flickering across his face.
And who might you?
He sounds very interested.
Going camping, so I invited them to join us.
You. Tid. Did your parents ever teach you about stranger danger? Ahem.
He looks over to you again, looking a little embarrassed at his own words. He clears his throat.
Excuse me. I apologize for my rudeness. If Mabel invited you, then I'll trust her judgment.
My name is Stanford Pines, and Mabel's my great niece. He offers you his hand, and you freeze for a second. He has 6 fingers. Shake his hand. You disregard the extra finger. Instead, you offer Ford the kind of polite smile reserved for first greetings. You can take his hand. In return, Ford gives the same smile.
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Can we move already? I'm dying of boredom over here.
Shut up, Bill. I'm trying to talk to Ford. Ford huffs out a disinterested sigh.
Ignore him. I've been working on his social behavior. But considering he ran off to the diner alone, his mouth isn't the only problem I have to keep track of.
What can I say? I just simply couldn't resist the refreshing walk in nature.
And go to the one place you always go to hide from your responsibilities.
Guilty as charged.
Ford begrudgingly shakes his head. He returns his attention to you.
I assume you drove here yourself. I'll lead the way back to our campgrounds.
I laughed a little and accidentally scared my cat. Aw, that's sad. He motions toward the El Diablo convertible close by.
We'll be taking that vehicle. I trust you won't lose us.
With that kind of flashy old car, you doubt you'll lose sight of them. I'll be right behind. You reassure before you all go on your way. The ride in the Gravity Falls forest is as stable as airplane turbulence. The dirt roads are bumpy and narrow, especially when driving uphill. You watch as the car ahead occasionally shakes. Through the rear window, you can see Mabel jump out of her car seat sometimes, despite wearing her seatbelt. Eventually, you begin to see some clearings for campgrounds. Finally, as you start to get motion sickness with the unstable roads, you arrive at their destination. Then you park behind the car. Let me turn this down a little bit because it's too loud for me. It's birds chirping right into my ear. You see as all the 3 in their car get out. Mabel slams the door and runs up to you. You roll down your window.
You have some kind of tip, right? Now we'll help set it up.
Hey, I never agreed to that.
Bill shouts as he exits the car. Mabel rolls her eyes at his response.
We need you to introduce you to everyone. It wouldn't be too hard to set up a tent yourself, right, Bill?
Bill scoffs, crossing his arms and looking over at Ford, who only stares in response.
Not like I have a choice anyways.
Bill grumbles as he reluctantly walks over to your car. Ford walks off, presumably back to camp. Mabel hurries off to the campground, and you show Bill your equipment. Bill remains silent until Mabel returns to pull you away. You look over at Bill, who shoots an unenthusiastic glare towards the tent's instrument, but he notices your hesitant look and shoos you away. You let Mabel lead you to the camp.
Hey, look! There's Zeus! Hey, Sid!
Mabel lets go of you and runs towards him. Seuss looks up from placing a few firewoods near the fire. He wipes off the sweat off his forehead and gives her a big smile. They have a quick conversation as Bill walks past with your equipment.
Why anyone would want to talk with that brainless oaf is beyond me.
You're already getting familiar with his attitude, and this time you ignore his words. You can start setting my tent over there. You point towards the nearest tent with an empty space next to it. You watch as Bill's expression shifts to annoyance.
Yes, Your Excellence.
Why, thank you, Bill. He's so sweet. Oh my god, I love Seuss! I love how everything is like so detailed and every character is so detailed. Then we come to Seuss and it's so amazing. I love this. Is my favorite drawing of the whole thing. So, oh my god, I love it. He mocks before going on his way, just in time for Mabel to return with Seuss.
Sid! You gotta meet. You'll love.
Hey, stranger. How's it going?
Oh my god, I love it. Pretty fair. Name's Cherry.
I'm Seuss. It's nice to meet you, dude. I hear you're staying with us. Hope the other guy didn't give you any trouble. He's kind of notorious for causing trouble. It's like his whole brand. Wait a sec. Where is he? We can't risk losing the Triangle Dude again.
Triangle Dude? No, that's new.
He's back and gratefully decided to help. Setting up tent.
I love how they're not saying the pronouns or the names because they don't want to get it wrong.
Sweet. Then I'll keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't put a snake in there or something.
Keep an eye on him, get it? Because Bill usually has one eye. Ah, so funny. Anyways, this is getting kind of boring. Anyways, you raise your eyebrows at the comment. From what you know of Bill so far, you shouldn't put it past him to do that.
Anyway, go meet the others. They don't fight. Well, except Snake.
Don't worry. You won't find those here.
That's reassuring. Mabel grins and elbows you playfully before Seuss wanders off towards Bill, who's angrily wrestling with your tent and losing. You glance around the camp, 2 people deep in conversation. Ford with a pig and a kid nearby, probably Dipper. Mabel tugs your sleeve. Looks like she's sticking with you. Who do you want to talk to first? Oh my god! Oh my god. The sunglasses. Oh my god. Okay, we got Seuss's mom. We got Seuss's grandma, I think. Got Seuss's wife. I forgot her name, dang it. We got Dipper, and we got Stan. I'll talk to Dipper first.
Dipper is my brother. Sometimes he gets stuck in another world like writing in his notebook. I'm sure you won't mind if you talk to him. Come on.
Mabel tugs you and you follow.
Dad, starting in your little diary again.
Seuss's wife is named Melody. Oh, thank you. I forgot.
A diary. It's, oh. Who's this?
That's a woman voicing as Dipper. I find that okay. Dipper kind of sounds like a woman with a squeaky voice. Dipper's defensiveness shifts the moment he sees you, surprised to find a stranger along with his sister.
Dipper. Dipper, meet.
Hi. So, what are you doing here?
You can tell the kid has some walls raised. Oh, by the way, if it sounds like I'm eating something, it's because I am currently eating a chocolate muffin. So, yeah. After all, he doesn't know you, so you can't blame him. I'm here to camp. Your sister offered for me to stay with you guys.
Oh, cool.
Silence fills the air. Awkward. You look around, searching for a conversation starter, and you notice a few keychains and pins on his bag. I apologize for saying this, my friend, but I might have to go soon. Not now, but soon. I'll let you know when I do go. Okay. Forward. So, forward. As if in an instant, Dipper lights up.
Heard it before? Oh, silly Joe. He's just the coolest. Did you know he's a scientist?
A six-fingered scientist? You gotta admit, that's an interesting combination. I wasn't told. I met him earlier. Before he could say anything else, Dipper chimes in with his thoughts.
He's the best great uncle I could ever ask for. You should get to know him better. You might like him.
You nod with a smile. Dang it. I don't want to choke on my muffin. You nod with a smile. You're sure will since you're sharing the same campgrounds. The keychains and pins look cool. Can I look at them? Dipper's eyes widen at your comment, looking surprised at your interest in what kind of merch he has.
Oh, it's mostly about aliens or army stuff.
After a moment of hesitation, he brings his bag closer to you, a bit embarrassed to display his interests. What's so cool? As if Dipper can't get more surprised, he raises his eyebrows.
You really think so?
Yeah, they're holographic too. So pretty. He smiles brightly, happy that someone likes his pins as much as himself.
Thanks. Cost me a lot, but I'm embarrassed to say.
Listen, I would spend a lot on holographic astronomy pins if I had a chance too. Do you have stickers?
Do I?
Dipper closes his notebook, quick to show the front cover. It's littered with stickers. Whoa, that is a lot of stickers.
Right.
Dipper is starting to look comfortable around you. That's good. School? How's school? The teen immediately tenses up. Mabel huffs and places her hands on her hips.
Remington, when you're little teenagers, you don't talk about school unless you don't know what else to talk about.
Whoops, good to know. No. Oh. Okay, there's more options. How's camping? How's camping treating you?
Not bad. We only started yesterday, and it's been crazy how many mosquitoes there are.
Huh? Wait.
Sure does. Smells lovely too. You want some?
Oh, did they not draw Abuelita? I could have sworn I saw her. I don't know why she hasn't appeared.
Sure does. Smells lovely too. You want some?
I think this audio got glitched out.
Not bad.
Yeah, I definitely glitched out. Last time it was Dipper, and I'm already done.
Oh, you're leaving? Alright, it was great talking to you.
Dipper waves as Mabel begins to walk away. You wave and follow along. Who do you want to talk to next? Stan, I guess. You wander over towards Ford, sitting on a folding chair, but you're a bit startled to spot a pig resting at his side. It's only when you get close that you realize, wait, that's not Ford.
That's so sad.
The man barely shifts, and yeah, definitely not Ford, although you can see a family resemblance. But this guy's posture, white shirt, sunscreen-smeared skin, and sunglasses throws you off.
Mabel, not now. Grunkle Stan is sleeping.
You're petting Waddles.
Sure enough, Stan has a gentle hand on Waddles, petting as the pig's eyes were closed with consent. Oh, he loves Waddles.
It's a habit during sleep.
Whatever you say, Stan.
Stan finally removes his sunglasses to look at you.
Huh? What's a tourist like you doing here?
How'd you know I'm a tourist? You're amazed. Stan reads your face and
Been
chuckles.
working at the Mystery Shack long enough to get a knack at finding tourists.
Stan knows all the locals.
That too.
Stan places his sunglasses back on his face. Okay, I'll be leaving now. My apologies. This was the most fun, and I hope to get you next live stream. Until then, ta-ta and goodbye. Okay, bye, Zach! And you don't have to apologize. It's fine. Ford. Do you know Ford?
Ford? Ha 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 ha!
He laughs.
Nope. Never heard of the guy.
Kidding. Stan and Ford are twins. Wow, right?
Not nearly as wild as you and Zipper being twins.
Mabel shakes her head before turning to you. Twins from different generations. The Pines family can't stop adding on to their curious history, can they? Oh my gosh, where's Ford? You know where Ford is?
Yeah, he's in the tent behind me.
He says matter-of-factly before his voice drops, tinged with irritation.
When he's supposed to be hanging out with his family.
Stan shouts loud, obviously trying to get Ford's attention. He proceeds to grab a nearby stick and hurl it at the tent behind him. It bounces off the zip door. When Ford didn't react, Stan scoffs.
And ever since Bill showed up, Ford's been either watching him like a hawk or buried in research about him. The whole reason I dragged him out here was to take his mind off of him.
That must be tough, you think. But wait a minute. This is the perfect chance to ask about Bill. Sorry, there's like a bug. Anyways, after all, you still don't know enough about his character. His whole deal is a mystery, Shaq, and for some reason you can't help but be curious about his story. Bill. So, Bill, what's his business? I heard he did something to town. Silence. It's as if time froze. Even Mabel, who isn't one to sit still, stops. Stan dazes. He fumbles for words, clearly unsure how to even breach into the topic.
So you weren't told.
Weren't told what?
Let's just say Bill is exactly the kind of guy you'd want to hang around. He takes nothing serious. And he's a demon. Literally and figuratively. I've seen what he did firsthand. He played with people's lives, played with reality, and seriously fucked up some guy's face.
That said the F word. Anyways. Yeah, exactly. There's kids present.
Sorry. But I'm not kidding though. Anyway, I suggest you stay far away from him while you're here, if you can help it.
Despite the bizarre comment about reality, you saw the look on Stan's face. You wouldn't be surprised if Stan was saying plenty more about Bill in his head right now. You can't help but shake off the feeling of seriousness. Why are you guys around him? Stan's frown deepens.
Trust me, if I had a choice to kick him out, I would have done so a long time ago. I think it'd be best if we move on from Bill, yeah?
By the look in his eyes, something tells you you shouldn't pry any further. After all, don't bite off more than you can chew. Mystery Shack. What's the Mystery Shack? It's been mentioned a few times.
The Mystery Shack is my pride and joy. Used to go by Mr. Mystery myself. Until I passed the torch to Sue. You should swing by after hanging out with us here. Tell you what, I'll even knock 10% off of your next visit.
Oh, that's a huge discount. You're never this generous, Uncle Stan.
Oh, you're leaving. Before you go, Mabel, if you see Seuss, tell him that I said hi. Oh, and that I got a bottle of, strong, expired apple cider.
Ew, who wants to drink that?
No. Anyways, off you go.
I didn't know Seuss drinks. That's crazy. Stan shooed you guys away before he shifts into a comfortable into a comfortable resting spot. Mabel begins to walk away and you follow along. Who do you want to talk to next? Melody. You head toward the two chatting. They turn at the sound of your footsteps and smile at Mabel.
Abuelita!
Bassie! Hello!
It's my favorite girl. And who's this?
Both of them look to you expectantly. I'm Cherry.
She's in town for some camping. Since we're camping too, I invited to join us.
Great to meet you. Hi, Melody. This is Abuelita.
I don't think they have voice lines for Abuelita. They don't have any voice lines for her. Oh no, that means I gotta do Abuelita's voice. Hola. She waves politely. Everybody, it's Bassie. Yeah. Sorry, we're kind of dead right now, Bassie. She waves politely.
Melody is Susan's girlfriend. Abuelita is Susan's Abuelita.
Sus. Sus is my hijo.
Sweetest guy you'll ever meet. The first time I saw him, he was riding a kid's train with no shame. As he should.
Melody laughs fondly at the memory.
He's been a huge help at the Mystery Shack. You should drop by after your trip.
Sounds fun. How's camping?
Not bad. We only started yesterday, and it's been crazy how many mosquitoes there are.
Citronella oil is wonderful for keeping mosquitoes away.
Sure does. Smells lovely, too. You want some?
Sure.
Good call. You'll thank us later.
You take the bottle and start applying some of the oil on your exposed skin.
Then, Abuelita packs extras.
Better to be itchy free than sorry. Thanks. You put the bottle in a pocket.
What? My brother got bitten so many times the bumps felt large.
Let's not freak out just yet.
Gravity Falls.
Oh, Gravity Falls?
It's an interesting town. Be careful not to look at a traffic light for too long. You see little creatures pop out sometimes.
She's not even kidding. This sounds bizarre, but honestly, it keeps things interesting.
I would love to live here.
Uncle Ford and my brother are obsessed with the supernatural. This is our second summer break in town.
You're not sure how you feel about the town, but you don't voice it. I'm done. Leaving so soon?
Catch you later.
Mabel tugs you along, already steering towards your next conversation. As the sun dips below the trees, the sky morphs into a warm, fading glow, beginning its transition into nighttime. A strong gust of wind sweeps through the campground, followed up by another even stronger wind. Let me see if I can... There we go, that's better. What the heck is this? Is it a drawing? Random guy revives Bassie. Hello there, I am Random Guy. Hello? Nice to meet you, Random Guy.
Wow. Weird that it got windy all of a sudden.
Mabel commented right as you heard shouting rising in another direction. You redirect your attention to see what was happening. It was Seuss and Bill, and their usual carefree looks replaced with surprisingly grim expressions. Nice to meet you too. Okay then. With nothing else to do, you move to investigate alongside Mabel. As you approach, Seuss turns, frown deepening as he rubs the back of his neck.
Hey, I'm really sorry, dude.
The sudden apology gives you pause. Sorry about what?
Your tent kind of flew away.
Please don't tell me I have to sleep in a tent with Bill. Please don't tell me I have to sleep in a tent with Bill. Please. He's going to shove centipedes down my throat. Seuss points with his thumb skywards. You follow his gesture, and there it is, your tent flapping wildly as it sails into the distance. Conflicted feelings crash into you all at once. Frustration, disbelief, helplessness. Okay, I really gotta charge my... Oof. Also, I was thinking, I've swallowed worse than centipedes. That's both concerning and impressive. I was thinking after this game, if I have more time left, there's this new game on Roblox, and it's called Wonderland, I think. It's supposed to be, like, super detailed. And so I was thinking of playing that. Seems really cool. Conflicted feelings crash in you all at once. Frustration, disbelief, helplessness. All you can manage is a stunned stare at Seuss.
Oh no! Do you have a backup tent or something?
You did not, but no words came out. You were too caught up on figuring out what to do. Snail? You ate a snail. Okay, that's very interesting. I hope you did not choke. Camping was the whole point of this trip, and now you're left without shelter in a town you barely knew existed months ago. As your thoughts drift to motels, you stay for the night. You heard a crunch of gravel from behind. It's gonna be Bill.
Where's the
Oh wait,
tent?
no, it's Ford. Where's Cherry's tent?
We picked it up and flew away!
Mabel blurts it out before you can even answer. Ford's gaze sharpens, landing squarely on Bill, who could only avert his eyes with his brows furrowed.
My apologies. This is an unfortunate turn. If you must, you may stay with Bill tonight.
No! Oh my god. I don't want to stay with Bill. Bill hates me. Oh, this is only for the people in the chat who know Rowan404, but I just thought of something. I just thought, what if Bill reacts to my live streams? That'd be crazy. He sees me trash talk, role playing as Bill, and Bill just sees me trash talking him. He's gonna hate me. This could either be very good or very bad. Immediately, Bill's face dropped. He throws up his hands and was quick to reject the idea.
Whoa. I never agreed to that. I didn't even want to help out with stupid tent. Why do you have to stay in mine?
Because your tent is the only one with both a spare sleeping bag and the necessary space. Under other circumstances, I would have chosen differently.
Rowan is another YouTuber who does a pretty good Bill Cipher impression and does videos of Bill playing video games and stuff like that. They're also really interested in Ina. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ina before, but yeah. Yeah, so anyways. Stanford glances toward the other tents. It suddenly clicks. He hadn't noticed before, but each is already packed. Seuss clearly shares tents with Melody and Abuelita. Ina, like that one blue and yellow thing? Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Mabel and Dipper are together, as well as Ford and Stan. That leaves one last tent, Bill's.
This day cannot get any worse.
Oh, thank you for your enthusiasm. Bill spoke in a whisper before snapping upright with a pointing finger.
Fine. Meat sack can stay, but don't touch any of my stuff. I have everything arranged in a very specific way that your tiny, useless glob of gray matter couldn't understand in a trillion years.
Before you can react, Bill stomps off, retreating into his tent. The rest of the group watches in silence until the flap closes behind him. Oh, apparently there's no voice line for this one. Cherry, you don't have to stay with us. After all, you've only just met us today. If you'd rather find your own arrangements, no one would fault you. The choice is yours. I don't feel pressured at all. I appreciate the gesture. Is there another way I can say, but it seems like Bill doesn't want this. Oh, I'll take up on your offer. I'll take you up on your offer. Why is Bill a human? I wanted him to be a triangle. Yeah, me too, but unfortunately they made him into a human. I was hoping on the triangle too. I mean, I will say the human version is like, it's so good. The art for it is really good, but I was expecting the triangle. That sells it then. The conversation concludes as the sun begins to hit the horizon and disappears for the night. Everyone begins to scatter back to their assigned tents. With nothing else to do, you head to Bill's tent. You take a deep breath and head toward Bill's tent. The flap sways as though the wind, as if itself was warning you. Give me a Mexican food that ends with Ito. I'm trying to think. Dorito. Dorito is not a Mexican food, though. I swear I know one. I swear. What was it called? Oh, I'm gonna think about this all day. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. I don't know. I could have sworn I had an idea for one, but when at first you don't succeed, go to Google. They'll have what you need. That's actually a very good rhyme that I just made up. Mexican food that ends with Ito. Tostito, a corn tortilla chip, a tacoito, a small taco, a burrito, taquito, elotito, and it actually says Dorito, so I guess Dorito is one. Explodes. No, Manalasa. You take a deep breath and head toward Bill's tent. Inside, faint golden light flickers against the fabric walls.
Are you coming in?
Bro, he's going to... I hope this keeps me monetized, please.
I won't bite.
Bro, why is the dialogue like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you coming?
Okay, just listen to this audio. Close your eyes and imagine that you're going into Bill's tent. Just hear this audio. Just hear it with your eyes closed.
Are you coming in? I won't bite. Yeah.
I'm freaking out. The low tone to his voice felt like what he said was a threat. I don't see it as a threat. With a gulp, you head inside the tent like you were entering a lion's den. No! I wanted more! Dang it! Aw, man. I mean, never mind. That sounded way too weird. I won't bite yet. No, I wanted more. What is wrong with me, dude? What's wrong with me? Something's seriously wrong with my head. Ford now spends his time traveling the globe looking for someone he trusts. Unfortunately for him, he trusts no one who isn't his brother. Not completely. Date. Stanford Pines. R.I.P. random guy. Who the heck is Monolasa? I barely found out about these people. Monolasa is the person who just exploded. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm gonna start working at the Mystery Shack, which is gonna be awesome. Okay, this is it. I've worked hard to get here. I've gotta make a good first impression. You mutter as you work up the courage to knock on the wooden door before you. You think about all the work you've put in these last few years studying for a doctorate in biochemistry and zoology. You can't mess this up. This internship means everything to you. It's the last step toward both your degrees, a future career as a natural biologist. Okay, well, Ford is already gonna fall for me because I'm already a sort of scientist, so that's already set in stone. You adjust your bag strap on your shoulder, take a deep breath, and quickly wrap your knuckles on the door. When the door opens, you're greeted by an adorable face. The girl before you smiles as she sees you, then turns back, yelling inside.
Dipper, they're here!
Muffled sounds of a ruckus come from inside as you hear rapid footsteps scrambling to the door. Another teen appears next to her, out of breath. Then he reaches out to shake your hand and greets you.
Hi, I'm Dipper Pines, and this is my twin sister, Mabel.
You're a bit startled by this teenager's eager handshake. He's a lot stronger than he looks with those noodly arms of his. I love the chat right now. I'm not dead? Yeah, sure. Anyways, here lays random guy. The random guy. Our beloved random guy has died. R.I.P. I'm not dead! This is amazing. An amazing chat so far.
You must be Great Uncle Ford's new lab assistant.
Oh my god! It's just like all of the AI chats, bro. Oh my god. This is gonna go horribly. It's like we can still Bassie, you crack me up.
We're super happy you're here.
You nod affirmatively, smiling nervously at this unexpected and enthusiastic welcome. Dipper releases your hand and motions for you to come inside. Why are his hands so sweaty? I'm not dead. Stop. You try to shake it off, wiping your hands off and taking one last deep breath of fresh air. The earthy, comforting smell of the pine forest surrounding you helps settle your nerves a little. Once you steady yourself, you step into the house, across the threshold to your future. Dipper leads you inside, cutting quickly through the domestic side of the house, heading toward the tourist trap side. Mabel goes back to the mess she has in the living room, waving and smiling warmly at you. Looks like she's scrapbooking. Very fun. You follow Dipper through the house as he gives you the rundown of the situation here.
Great Uncle Ford has been so busy cataloging all the crazy stuff he and Grunkle Stan have found out at sea. He's also been working on lab experiments, going on research expeditions around Gravity Falls, and all by himself for the most part.
It's just so sad he's dead. I believe you mean sad. Shut up, it was an accident.
He's so overworked. Mabel and I try to help, but he won't let us do too much since we're teens. So we worry about him.
Aww. You catch glimpses of an eclectic menagerie. Oh yeah, I'm smart and I say these kind of words. Yeah, Ford doesn't stand a chance. Of strange creatures and objects through an open door. You see a group of tourists led by a jolly-looking and enthusiastic man in a suit and fez, saying something about how they have got to check out the gift shop dudes. He seems like a fun guy. You follow Dipper into the Mystery Shack's gift shop. He waves at the nonchalant redhead behind the register. You do realize you're talking to me. How am I dead if you're talking to me? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. She waves back with a smile. Oh my gosh, Wendy is so cute! Oh my god. It's adorable. I love the art in this. Sup, Dipper? Who's this newbie?
Hey, Wendy. This is Grand Uncle Ford's new lab assistant. I have to take him to his lab right away.
Can I explode again? I don't know what to type. Sure, Monolasa. Oh, cool. Guess I'll be seeing you around a lot then? You nod, and she gives you a wink and points a finger gun at you. Then she goes back to reading her magazine, lounging behind the counter. She seems pretty chill. You turn back to Dipper as he presses several buttons on the vending machine. Suddenly it slides away from the wall, revealing a secret passage behind it. Basti, stop crying about your wife who left you. Dang. How fascinating, you mutter under your breath, marveling at the secret door.
Did you say something?
No, nothing at all. Oh my gosh, I'm just like Ford, bro. How fascinating. Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Dipper gives you a funny look but shrugs. He again motions for you to follow. You step into the passage, following Dipper down the stairs. He quickly gets ahead of you, and you have to walk double time to keep up with him. He leads you down the hall to an old rickety-looking elevator.
This way.
You join Dipper in the elevator. He presses the down button. The doors close and you begin your descent. As you descend, you stand stiffly next to him, and the teen awkwardly stares at you, sizing you up. Only when you clear your throat does he realize he's made you a bit uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. I was in such a rush to bring you to the lab that I forgot to ask. What's your name?
My name is Cherry. It's nice to meet you. Dipper is secretly the giant Dipper. Actually, he's the little Dipper. Actually no. Wait. Let me rack my brain of... Already pause real quick. No, yeah, it's the Big Dipper. Yep. You were right. You were right, random guy. Also, I just realized random guy knows about 1. That means random guy has been watching this whole time.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
You exchange another quick, sweaty handshake without getting shaken out of your boots this time. Wait, what? Yeah. Random guy. This is the first time I've heard of random guy. This is the first live stream that I've seen random guy in here. And he already knows about 1. So that means that he's been watching us this whole time. Dipper doesn't say anything else, seemingly too embarrassed about his behavior to try to make small talk. You are left to drum your fingers nervously on your leg, your mind racing with anxious thoughts. What is your new mentor going to be like? Will you be a good fit to work with him? What if you screw this all up? The elevator jolts to a stop and the doors open.
We're here.
I'm scared. Oh, this looks so cool. As you step out of the elevator, you enter a room full of blinking lights and monitors. I was even here when Cherry fell asleep on live. What? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this? It can't be Hai. I don't think Hai was around for that long. Who are you? Yeah, I don't think it's... I was here when Rat Queen and Pyronica got married. Oh my gosh, you've been here for a while. Who are you? Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. That was a long time ago. Oh my god. And you didn't know me. And we're barely finding out about you. Wait, hold on. What if random guy already knew Monalasa but just didn't say anything? Just acting. And random guy knows Rowan too. I'm trying to... Bro, who are you? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to rack my brain to think of all the people that have been here for that long. Is it Livy? I don't think it's Livy. Hold on. It might be Livy. Are you Livy? Because then I know you are. Nah, I ain't Livy. I'm pretty sure Livy knows me though. No, random guy was pretending to not know about you, Monalasa. No, I ain't Livy. Oh my god, who are you? Oh my lord. Who are you? I'm gonna think about this for the rest of my life, unless you say who you are. Oh my gosh. You've been around for a while, since Rat Queen and Pyronica got married? That was so long ago. Rat Queen doesn't even come to my live streams anymore, because they're busy with Pyronica, I guess. Like, oh my gosh. Why are we getting lore now? Like, how? Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Who are you, random guy? Who are you? I just got a funny idea. Imagine random guys just Rowan just trolling us right now. That'd be funny. But no, it's definitely not Rowan. Rowan doesn't come to my live streams that often. It was only like a long time ago and only when I asked. So it's not Rowan, it's not Livy, it's not Bassie, it's not Monalasa, it's not Livy, it's not I don't think. Dang it. Okay, I need to go ahead and continue with this because, oh my gosh, I can't think. Who are you? As you step out of the elevator, you enter a room full of blinking lights and monitors. Dipper walks into the room, approaching the man at the desk with his back to you. You stay back, knowing better than to sneak up and startle a fellow scientist at work. However, Dipper didn't get the memo, striding right up to the man hunched over the desk.
Great Uncle Ford, I brought your new...
Gah! The man jumps from the sudden interruption, knocking over a vial of some red substance onto the floor. Abasir and Bassie arrived first in Rowan's live. What? Is it? Hold on. Let me think. Hold on. I've got to do some research real quick. Hold on. Okay, so... I gotta check something. What the frick? Huh? Anyways. Gotta check something. Where? It's not Rat Queen, it's not Cassie. Okay, it's not Silas Bertree either. Oh, it might be Cat! Oh, is it Cat? Hold on. Is that Cat? I need to check. Hold on. I don't know if you added a new account or not. Let me see. Where? No, I'm not Cabro. Then who are you? Okay, it's not Bean. It's not Lucifer. It's not Livy. It's not Freya. It's not Rowan. It's not Hi. It's not. It's not Bill Cipher's watching. Dang it. Are you Pyronica? Oh, that's crazy. Pyronica's. That might be. Hold on. Check something real quick. Hold on. I don't think that's Pyronica. I was here when Sherry reacted to TADC episode 8. You were here. Are you... Wait. Hold on. If you've been around that long, I don't think you're anybody from my school. I don't think so. Dang it. Who are you? This is pissing me off. I don't know who you are. Are you Chai?
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
He looks very angry for a moment, but then his expression softens as he realizes it's just Dipper. No, I am not Chai. Let me double check this information. Let me see real quick. Down, let you down. That's it. I'm out of this live. Bye. Oh, bye, Bassie. Too much lore for me. Cherry, who are the people that we already tried to guess? Livy, Chai, Bill Cipher's watching. Hi. Rowan, Rat Queen, Pyronica, Silas Bertree. Dang it. Who? I think that's all the people. I don't know who this person is. What the frick? Okay, yeah, Cat. Who the frick? Who the frick is it? Trust me, I'll be the one who fights for you and things go wrong. Trust me, I'll never let you down. Bro, I don't know. You will never find out until like next year or in October. Shadow Milk Cookie? Bro, who are you? Is this one? Is it one? Are you one? I'm not that dumb jester. You You gotta be, cause I was just thinking, I was looking through the chat, and then I found you laughing maniacally, and I was like, huh, that kind of reminds me of Bill. And I feel like I only have a couple people who like to impersonate Bill and like to cackle maniacally, unless you just like doing that for yourself, because some people do. So, I was here when Bassie made the name Ratfire. But who are you? Please just tell me. I'm gonna be thinking about this for my entire life. Please. I have no idea who you are. And I don't want to guess anymore because my brain hurts. I gotta continue with this so that I can... Jeez, that was loud. It will be alright, Dipper. It's my fault for not paying attention. I was so wrapped up in my work, I have managed to miss hearing you come in. I usually am more vigilant. It's a good thing you weren't a Grimloblin, or I would have been in a real pickle. I just woke up. What happened? What did I miss? A lot of stuff. I'm seeing Cherry other stream comments, and I see you made a deal with Silence. I would watch them, though. Are you anybody from my school? Yes, guys, I am one. Oh, you're one. Okay. That's why you said, nope, I am not the number. You're not the number one. Okay. You tricked me, you goofy goober. Great acting, right? Yeah. I'm gonna applaud you for that. That was good. You had me raging. Oh my gosh. That was amazing acting. The man gets up from his desk and places a reassuring hand on Dipper's shoulder. You and I will just have to go on an expedition to retrieve the ingredients I need to remake that particular experiment.
Really? You mean it?
Of course, my boy. We're going to have lots of research to do this summer. Plus, I certainly can't pass up a chance to spend quality time with my grandnephew. Wait. Bassie, it was one this whole time. Is that why I felt like I knew you?
Yes! Awesome!
But for now, since I can't finish this project, I should get back to cataloging all the data that Stanley and I gathered on our seabound excursions. Turning around towards the door, the man finally notices you standing there listening. He jumps again, surprised to see someone. Who are you? Dipper, is this a new friend of yours? He looks you up and down, and you feel like you're being examined under a microscope. You shuffle awkwardly under his scrutiny.
No. I mean, friends, but this is your new lab assistant. Remember the internship I suggested you offer? The new intern, you sent me up to the first floor to the lab when we got here, so you can keep working like an hour ago.
Ah, yes. This insane lore. So who you're dating this time? I'm not dating anybody yet. My apologies. My mind was engaged with more pressing matters, and I had a temporary lapse in memory. He makes his way over to you. You nervously clutch the strap on your bag as he approaches. He stiffly reaches out a hand. Greetings, I am Stanford Pines. You're the assistant Dipper insisted that I hire. He introduced himself coldly, as if he doesn't want you there in the first place. Oh, okay then. His demeanor makes you hesitate, and you pause a moment, trying to decide how to approach your introduction. Well, he's got 6 fingers. No. Introduce yourself professionally. Yeah, I knew it. You firmly and professionally shake his hand, look him in the eye with a confident smile, and introduce yourself. Cherry, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Dr. Pines. Dr. Pines? Nobody has ever referred to me that way before. Oh my god. Bro, he's already blushing. Are you kidding me? Stanford pauses to think for a moment. Then a slight smile spreads across his face. That would be my proper title, wouldn't it? How did you know? Your face warms a little out of embarrassment. Wait, what is happening? So you're doing this time. Now me and Bassie are going to go now, right, Bassie? No. Right, Bassie? Okay, let's go. Oh my god. You researched through the university's alumni archives to learn everything about Stanford, his work, and Gravity Falls when you got the internship. See y'all later. Okay, bye, Bassie. Bye, one. As you confess, your eyes drift away from his, looking down at your toes. Well, I did some research into who I would be working with for the summer. When I did, I found out the scientist who hired me was the most accomplished alumni from my college. Needless to say, I've been very excited to meet you, sir. Ah, yes, my old alma mater. You study at BMW? Or BMU? Yeah. Yes, I'm currently working on getting my doctorate in both biochemistry and zoology. I was thrilled to find out I would be able to spend my final summer internship studying under the Dr. Pines, although I'm surprised that no one has ever called you that before. You have certainly earned it, having a baker's dozen of PhDs. Your words have seemingly begun to win Stanford over. You figure stroking his ego a little would do the trick. He stands up straighter, chest puffed up a little bit. He is an owl, I tell you. He is an owl. It's almost like no one has ever recognized his incredible accomplishments before. It isn't all just flattery, though. You are genuinely excited to work with him. Yes, I suppose you are correct. I'm a very well-educated scientist and scholar, after all. Actually... He's smiling, basking in your recognition of his accomplishments. Thankfully, you seem to have broken the ice with Stanford, at least for a moment. Why is there a black square on the right corner? Oh, that's supposed to be where my camera's at. I don't know how to take that off, though. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Yeah, no, that's supposed to be my camera, but I don't know how to turn my camera off, so it's basically just stuck there. Because I don't know what to do. Or how to take it off. You smile at him warmly, doing your best to be pleasant and professional. Ahem. He clears his throat, returning to a more serious expression. You guessed it wouldn't be that simple to win him over, but at least you're off to a good start. Well then, Cherry, I should show you what you'll be helping me with. Let's converse while we walk. With a sniff and a button press, Stanford sweeps past you into the elevator, gesturing for you and Dipper to follow. You all take the elevator back up together as Stanford begins explaining his expectations to you. Cherry, as my new understudy, I intend to have you assist me with my research, but I need to assess where your strengths are and where you need my guidance for improvements first. You fall out of the elevator, waving to Wendy again as you pass through the gift shop. Once again, you have to walk double time to keep up with his long, purposeful strides, Dipper hot on your tail. Geez, these Pines people sure are quick on their feet. Stanford leads you deeper into the house until you finally reach the door he was looking for. The study is a stark contrast from the clean, cold metal of the lab downstairs, cluttered with all kinds of shelves full of books. Stacks of papers, blueprints, and even some specimen jars and relics here and there. The air here is musty, smelling like old books. It's quite a cozy and comforting room, reminding you of the library back at school, a favorite spot to study amongst your peers. Stanford drops a box of files on the coffee table with a thump, startling you back to reality from reminiscing. You see a large stack of similar boxes behind him. So, Cherry, your first task is going to be one of simple organization. I need you to catalog these files so that I can easily retrieve the data I need from them in the future. He gestures at the tall stacks of boxes behind him. It shouldn't be too difficult. Oh no, you were afraid of this. You groan internally as you realize you're going to be tasked with paperwork again like so many internships before. You silently pray to whatever entity might be listening that this won't be your fate for the whole summer. Walking over to the couch, you plop yourself down and start rifling through the box, skimming its contents. What is your favorite Gravity Falls episode? I feel like it's Double Dipper. The one where Dipper copies himself. I love the copy of Dipper, Paper Jam Dipper. He goes, I love that. I need to type something so y'all know I'm breathing here. Explodes. Okay then. Walking over to the couch. Yep. Stanford doesn't seem interested in giving you any further instruction. Instead, he checks his watch, turning to Dipper hanging by the door. Oh, dear Moses, I nearly forgot. I have a very important sample I need to procure before the end of the day. Would you like to join me, my boy? We won't be gone long, if all goes well. Dipper's wide grin tells you that he's ecstatic at the prospect of doing field research with his uncle. However, he looks around Stanford at you, sitting quietly at the coffee table, resigned to desk
Don't you
work.
want to get settled into being your new assistant first?
I'm sure she can handle this. He pulls Dipper closer, whispering something that you can't quite make out other than the words, "Don't trust yet." You feel a heavy weight settle in your stomach, a sinking feeling that this internship might not be the amazing opportunity you thought it would be.
Uncle Ford, you're specifically to help you.
Stanford interrupts Dipper's argument with a dismissive wave, not letting him finish. Stanford snags a red journal off his desk, embossed with a gold handprint and the number 5 on the cover. He doesn't acknowledge you or Dipper's concerns again, heading for the door to the study. We must get a move on, my boy, or we'll miss out on an important scientific opportunity. Sometimes I hate Ford. Dipper looks back at you briefly, mouthing sorry. You just smile half-heartedly at him and shrug as he hurries after Stanford. Alone in the study with nothing but files, you let out a long, slow sigh as your shoulders slump. How come some lines are voice acted? I don't think they had a voice actor for Ford at the time, so this is only a demo, by the way, so yeah. What was I doing, expecting to do any real science? I should have known I would end up being the one who does all the paperwork again. You roll up your sleeves with a huff, increasingly exasperated by this never-ending cycle of internships where no one takes you seriously. I'll prove myself to be more than just a paper pusher if it's the last thing I do. You grab 3 empty boxes to sort the files into, but you have to decide how to organize them. Oh my gosh, there's a mini game. When you start the minigame, click on a folder. Oh my god. This will place the folder on the table. Tap on the paper to get a close-up. Click on the folder, begin sorting it. Drag the folder to a slot to place it. After placing all folders in an ideal order, tap on the arrow up button as shown here. Oh my god, I'm going to be so terrible at this. You got this? No, I don't. I suck at mini games. When satisfied with the order you chose, click done. That's all for the tutorial. If you find a bug, you can reach our... Oh my god. Pot of gold. Cursed object. Pot of gold. Oh my god, I don't want to think. Leprechaun. Okay, it's a cursed object. drag folder in the desired spot. Stanford will take a careful look at how you sort your folders. Oh no! Oh no! Wait. Real quick. What is it? Cursed object. Okay. It's a cursed object, so it'll go. Oh my god! Cursed object will go here. Oh my god, bro. Catfish. Why did I agree to let Stan name it? I suppose it would be appropriate since it seems to like him so much, but did he have to choose a pun? Oh my god, it starts over. No! Oh my god. I'm going to crash out. And Stanford looks carefully. Are you kidding me right now? Wait. What if I'm doing this wrong? Hold on, let me see this real quick. LC13B. Never mind, this is confusing. LC13B. Okay. LC13B. Just place it anywhere, I guess. Bro, I'm trying to drag it. LC13B. LC13B. Bro, what do you mean? Bro, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. I'm just gonna randomly place them. Sirens, okay. Catfish, that's kind of like over here. Since it's kind of like catfish. What's the last one? Giant squid. Oh no. Oh, I accidentally clicked on it. Dang it! Gotta start all over. No! Okay, right there. It's gonna be catfish. Grab this. This is sirens. So sirens, it's gonna go over here. And it's a giant squid. And that goes with the ocean. So right here. Leprechaun, catfish, sirens. Wait, what if he wants it in... What if he wants it in alphabetical order? Okay, I'll do it in alphabetical order. Catfish. Large squid, leprechaun. I know that's one word. So it's over there. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. Sure. Oh my god. Stanford returns to find you sorted the files. He looks over your work. Yes, I suppose that will do for now. You may come back tomorrow. I'll decide what I have for you to work on then. Please don't tell me I have to do more paperwork. Once he dismisses you, scoop your things into your bag, sling it over your shoulder, and head for the door. You turn your back toward him, wanting to say something like thank you or I look forward to working with you, but you can't seem to make the words come out. You gulp nervously. The intense focus and mysterious vibes he radiates makes you a little afraid to disturb him. Meanwhile, Stanford is busy muttering to himself when he notices that you're still standing in the doorway to his study. Yes, did you need something else? Imagine you have to do more. I'm going to jump out the window. You quickly shake your head. No, nothing at all. Good night. You hastily duck out the door, not stopping until you get to the end of the hall. You catch your breath, your heart racing. Why is he so intimidating?
Hey!
Dipper joins you on the porch as you're about to leave.
So, how was your first day? Are you coming back tomorrow?
You smile, enjoying just how invested this kid is in making your internship with Stanford work out. Your uncle is a bit scary, to be honest. Your eyes dip down to study your toes as you feel your face warm from your confession. You know he's just a man, but Stanford's presence and intellect makes him feel like so much more.
Really? Great Uncle Ford?
The boy stops for a second to really think about your first impression of his uncle.
Yeah, I guess when you don't know him, he might seem that way. But he's just serious about his work. Once you get to know him, I'm sure he'll lighten up a bit. Just give him a chance. I want this to work out, both for his sake and for yours. I think having someone around who's just as smart as he is will help him so much. It's not great for him to be all alone in his lab all the time.
Dipper's worry is evident, and his heart for Stanford is worn proudly on his sleeve. He perks back up quickly,
I
though.
just think he's pretty cool. I hope I get to see the fun and cool side of him too, once you break through his cold hard shell.
Alright, I'll give him a chance. If not for you or Stanford, then for Dipper. You can tell just how much he cares and wants what's best for his family. Well, I better be going home. Good night, Dipper.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
After Dipper goes back inside, you pause and ponder everything he said about his uncle as you take a deep breath of the fresh pine-scented air. Stanford Pines. What a fascinating and mysterious man. Let me guess, that's the end of the demo. Yep, I knew it. It's the end of the demo. And now we move on to Fiddleford, and then we're done. Yeah. Fiddleford. Marrying a raccoon and man. He really didn't think the marrying a raccoon thing did. Oh well. I want to learn about this undercover genius, and dang gummit, he's gonna make a good impression. Okay. I'm scared. Multiple routes? Yes, there is. There's 4. You jolt awake as your head knocks against the bus window. The driver makes no effort to slow over the speed bumps. The faint welt on your forehead is evidence enough that he isn't making exceptions for his only passenger on the midnight route. It's fine, really. It's only been the last 9 hours of your life hopping from bus to bus, train to taxi, all to get you from your home state to a tiny little town in Oregon. Excuse me? You raise your voice over the hum of the engine. Craning your head, you peer across the empty rows of seats to meet the driver's eyes in the mirror. How much longer until my stop? His eyes stay lasered to the road. You hold your breath, waiting for any sign of response. After a long beat of awkward silence, you slouch into your seat. The old leather hugs your frame in a shallow imprint you left after sitting in the same spot for hours. Investigative journalism, they said. You can travel all the time. Yep, this is the dream. You look down at your duffel bag, sweatpants and granola bars wedged between your laptop and phone charger. You rub the drowsiness from your eyes and reach for your computer. It blinks to life with your hotspot. You lazily type in the name of the mysterious town yet again. Your eyes journey over the related tabs for the millionth time. You repeat the headlines under your breath. Maybe that'll lead to something new. Gravity Falls, a sleepy town whose boundaries coincide with those of Roadkill County, Pioneer Day, Woodstick Festival, town of many charms and wonders. You were here with a hunch that Gravity Falls had more to it than cheap gimmicks and tourist traps. Following that hunch led you this far. Now it was so close you could practically feel a good story in the palm of your hand. Trees cloud the horizon, enveloping the bus in shadow. The wheels slow down until the blur of scenery outside becomes clear. The bus slides next to a large wooden sign. Welcome to Gravity Falls, greets you in bold letters. But instead of continuing down the highway, the driver stops. Is there something wrong? Why did we stop? As far as I'm going, I've heard quite enough about this place. Well, that was oddly cryptic. He emphasizes his thought with the hiss of the doors opening, his eyes finally glancing back at you through the rearview mirror. Leaving me alone here? Are you serious? Does a bear in the woods? Duh, I'm leaving you. I'm the bus driver, now scram. Whoa, what's happening? What's your problem with this town? It seems harmless. You think back to the brochures and pamphlets you studied before your trip. Every article about this place made it seem like a total snooze. How could anyone get this worked up about a tourist town? You shoulder your bag as the driver turns his gaze away, his tone much more gentle than before. I don't want to get into it. Just be careful, right? Oh, okay, right. Would you live in Gravity Falls? Most definitely. Thunder claps from above as you trek from the city outskirts further into town. You glance up at the swirling gray clouds and was grateful there was no rain that followed. You hike up the road looking for any sign of civilization. Critters chirp indistinctly as they hide in the shrubbery and trees. Fireflies dance around the trail, lighting your way with the humble glow of the full moon. It was almost enough to make you feel on vacation out in the country. However, the mud sticking to your shoes and the sweat behind your neck brings you back to reality. The building ahead glows like a beacon in the night. You sigh as your shoulders droop with a feeling beyond relief. Your duffel slides off your arm until you catch it. Right, no time to get comfortable. You're stranded, your feet are aching, and this seems to be the only open place in town. The restaurant is long and cylindrical, made to look as if it were carved out of a massive log. You read the sign above, Greasy's Diner, along with another sign that assures its customers, "We have food." That's honest. You try not to think about it too hard. As you walked in, you notice the diner is as empty as the bus. A couple patrons are scattered on either end of the room. You take a seat at the counter where a woman's spit shines the bar. She beams once she spots you, pulling a strand of silver hair away from her eye. She seems to be winking at you. Well, hi, what brings you by at this hour, hon? Got a hankering for some pancakerin'? The cheerful woman tosses the rag over her shoulder, cocking her head towards the picture of flapjacks on the menu. You notice her bold blue eyeshadow on display as she holds that eye closed. Her rosy cheeks stretch into a warm smile. I love your mascara. Why, thanks, doll. I make it myself. The secret is I harvest my own beeswax. The waitress covers her hand over the side of her mouth, whispering the last bit like it was a precious secret. She even pulls her eyelid open to manually close it and wink. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hi, Bassie. So what'd you do? You couldn't help but giggle. You charade a zipper over your lips, tossing the invisible key and promising her secret was safe with you. Bassie, I'm now on the Fiddleford route. So, yeah. Say, I have a pretty good memory of every folk in this little town, and I can tell you're not from here. What's your story, stranger? You got me. I'm actually a visiting journalist. Yeah, we have a couple of those around here. Well, a couple journalists and Toby. Hey, do you have one of those fancy Hollywood internet bricks? You mean a cell phone? Yeah, I have one. Wow, aren't you the cat's meow? You happily nod along. Man, people in this town really do keep it simple. You can see the store landline hooked against the wall behind her. Sure, it adds to that nostalgic charm, but really? Are they just old-fashioned people, or is there more going on here that meets the eye? You decide to change the subject. Do you have cats? Boy, do I! Hang on, I'll grab the picture book and a coffee for you, hon. You couldn't have known what you unleashed when you asked this lovely woman about her cats. The waitress comes back with a hefty photo album marked Kitties, Volume 4. She sprawls it out on the counter after handing you a mug of fresh coffee. You didn't mind it, though. Quite the opposite, actually. There was something about the way that she fawns over every furry little face that makes your heart melt. And that's Sandy, and Donald, and Mr. Catface. You take the next few moments to relax and look at pictures of cute cats. Coincidentally, this exact solution to all your work stress. The glossy wide eyes of her pets trap your attention until you barely notice the minutes ticking by. As the waitress closes her album, you reach for your wallet. How much do I owe you for the coffee, ma'am? You hesitate, noticing you don't have the nice lady's name yet. She waves you off. Call me Susan, and call that on the house, for you. Oh, that's way too kind. Don't mention it. You realize she's waiting for you to introduce yourself in return. I am Cherry. Nice to meet you. I'm a she/her. Ain't that a lovely name? Cherry, that'd make a great cat name. I'm flattered. You chuckle along with Susan, grateful that the first face you met was a friendly one. It only made you more curious as to why the bus driver was so on edge. Say, Susan, you know a lot about everyone in town, right? Got any idea where the most interesting ones are hiding? Susan seems to think on it for a moment. She twirls a lock of hair around her finger, scanning the restaurant tables behind you. A sly smirk rises across her lips. You know, Sugar, I often find that the most interesting person is usually in plain sight. Wink. Was she hinting something? She had to be. She even pulled her eyelid open just to close it and wink. As Susan makes her way back into the kitchen, you turn around in your seat. The diner was a ghost town. You convinced yourself if you squint hard enough, you could even see a tumbleweed roll by. There wasn't a soul left in sight. Except for one. An older gentleman hunches over a table in a corner booth. With the diner dead silent, you're able to hear faint mutters under his breath and scribbling against his sketch pad. After slinging your bag over your shoulder, you step towards him. You aren't sure what draws you closer. Maybe it's his eccentric outfit. A wide-brimmed hat hides his face in shadows. He perches on the booth with his knees up to his chest, chewing on a pen while he holds a ruler steady. He seems focused. You approach him with nothing but a cup of coffee keeping you awake, and a hunch keeping you in this town. You place a hand on the back of the booth opposite to the man. Hi there, my name is... Ah, Fiddlebird! The man jolts at the break in the silence. He moves at lightning speed, grabbing his papers off the table and trying to scurry off. In a panic, you throw your arms up defensively. Whoa, it's okay. I'm not here to bother you.
That's what they all say. Who you with, Paul? The deep state? The Illuminati? Those punk kids? That's a hot topic.
I love the voice actor. Huh? No, I'm just a journalist, see? You awkwardly pull your notepad from your bag and show him. The generic notes about this town sprawled on top with the pen clipped above them. The man still glares at you skeptically, but he isn't running away. He holds his papers close to his chest, still too paranoid to risk you taking a peek at his work. How can you show him you're no threat? I'm not affiliated with any of that.
Sure, and I don't bury my...
I'm not playing around. That's heartbroken. Oh, okay. You don't need to leave so soon. Okay, this one. Is Bill considered the Illuminati? Yes. I promise, I'm not some scary gotcha reporter. I've done 3 segments for my city's paper, and 2 of them were about the park's new benches. You catch yourself rambling and bite your tongue. You veer back on track and point toward your seat at the counter. I just got to town and stopped here. Then I saw you sitting and... The man stares at the ground. His jaw is clenched, his knee bouncing against the creaky wood floors. You couldn't possibly know what would make a person this skittish all of a sudden, but you didn't want to be the reason for it. You drop your hand to your side, you wait until his eyes finally catch yours, and you give him a soothing smile. I thought you might want some company, but I don't want to be a bother. You turn on your heel to leave, making up your mind that no story is worth stressing someone out. You only make it a step away when you hear the familiar hoarse voice call
I
after.
reckon it's been an awful long time since I've had a meal with a stranger.
You glance back at him, finding your small grin mirrored on his face. He flicks the end of his hat, beaming up at you.
Well, not if you count the pair of crows that stole half my hot pocket.
I don't think I would. You laugh at his unique way with words. The waitress wasn't kidding when she crowned him the most interesting townsperson. You wanted to learn more, not just for the article, but to feed your own starved curiosity as well. So, can you spare a minute? Your smile reached your eyes, no longer a polite formality, but a genuine articulation. For me? The man runs his knuckles over his cheek. His eyes dart over every inch of the room, but stop when he meets yours. He frowns.
No offense, darling, but I've had mighty bad run-ins with the media folk. All them cameras and microphones.
I never expected Fiddleford to ever say darlin' in his life, but here we are. He shudders, wrapping his arms around himself. Well, in my experience, I find talking to be much easier. He waves you off, kicking the dust off the floor.
Oh, you don't want to talk to some loony old man?
You slide into the booth across from him. You place your notepad on the table and prop your elbows next to it. Try me. There's a second of consideration before he joins you, but he soon relaxes into the plush seat. He leaves the papers on the table, letting them unfurl in front of you. You stretch out your hand to him. I'm Cherry. He eagerly shakes with a casted hand.
Fiddleford McGuckin, former cook, local inventor.
Former kook. That's so cute! You snicker at his introduction, wondering to yourself when he made the switch to former kook. There's nothing wrong with his eccentricities, though. If anything, compared to the stiff suits and professional lingo you were used to at work, it's a bit charming. You admire his way of living life with no filter. Are these your inventions? You wait for his nod before reaching for one. Blueprint concepts are stretched out onto notebook papers, his notes scribbled along the sides to save room.
Sure are. I had this idea in a dream when I was 6, and this one was just a joke on TV when I decided to make it real.
He's so weird. He proudly holds up the designs for a matter resetting printer, his olive eyes twinkling. You glance at the math thrown on top of the drawings, equations that would have taken you a lifetime to think of, but were casually put together by him. How long have you been inventing? You turn your head down as you begin to jot this down.
Well, I've been working at these machines here since college. I did a few years of mechanical engineering at BMU and graduated, when was it?
You stop when he trails off. Glancing up, you catch Fiddleford holding his hat tight against his head. His eyes squeeze shut as he pulls his knees back up to his chest.
Darn it, he's in here somewhere. I can't remember when it was.
His hands drop and he stares down at them. You reach over, worried you pushed too far. Hey, it's okay, that was a long time ago, I get it. You check your notes, the page now filled and ready to be logged into your computer. It wasn't much, but it was more of a start than you had expected. Thanks, Fiddleford. You've been a big help. You flipped your notes closed. After tossing it back into your bag, you stand. Fiddleford's brows raise as you get up to go.
Well, how long you in town for? If you like, I could show you some of my machines in the flesh sometime. I got a whole dwelling that's full of them.
That smile finds his face again, and boy, is it contagious. You weigh your options. Hike to your motel or catch a couple hours of sleep before tomorrow, or I'm free now.
Well, shrimp my scampi. What are we waiting for? Let's hit the road.
Fiddleford slaps his knee gleefully. He hops out of the booth and takes your hand in his, leading the way out of the diner. You sling your bag over your shoulder and follow along. You stop as the light of the restaurant fades behind you. You're met with a few dimly lit street lights and a near-empty lot. I'm gonna go. Okay, bye! One station wagon sits parked sideways across 2 handicap spots. This is your ride, huh? The vehicle was as patched up and bandaged as its owner. Bye! The old ride seems to be responsible for keeping duct tape in business with how it desperately holds on to both side mirrors and its bumper. The seats were a collage of various colors and models. The steering wheel made of chain and a little figure of a Hawaiian lady dancing on the dash. Fiddleford whistles as he gazes at the experienced car. He tugs at his suspenders, leaning up on his toes with a confident grin.
Sure is. She may not look like much, but old Mayhem will get us to and fro lickety-split.
I think old Mayhem just broke.
Well, I sure wasn't prepared for that.
This seems like such an episode. It became quite clear that old Mayhem will not be getting anyone anywhere anytime soon. You feel your heart race as you find yourself stranded in this town for the second time tonight. What are we gonna do?
Oh, now, don't worry. We can hitch a ride somewhere. Why, there's plenty of people in this town.
Are any of them awake right now?
Already walking.
You look over to see Fiddleford taking off down the road. You jog after him. At least this time you're not having to walk alone. You're in town before you know it. Storefronts line the square and Fiddleford guides you down the street. With no cars out this late, you both are free to roam in the middle of the street. It's almost surreal being in a town that you had never seen yet, oddly felt so homey. The church steeple rises above the buildings, a rusty gold bell at the top waiting for Sunday morning. The silver statue of the town founder proudly is placed at the center of the square. It all feels like somewhere you visited as a kid, but you imagine dozens of Midwestern towns exactly like it. Fiddleford walks you further into town, passing the city dump. Hundreds of cars are squished on top of each other, which would have been a great sign if they all weren't fractured to pieces. Explodes. Okay, glad to see you're still here, Monalasa. The wire fence hugs the perimeter. Inside, the garbage is piled off to one side. On the other is a brand new pavilion. Oak beams prop up a newly shingled roof that shelters a muddy patch of ground. A half-dozen pigs are lumped together underneath, snoring. You stop in your tracks. Your fingers wrap around the fence as you try and get a closer look at the pigs. Fiddleford leans on the fence next to you. He sighs wistfully.
My old stomping ground.
You used to live here? He nods.
I paid for Farmer Sprout to build that shack there for them. Much better than sleeping hauled up in his trailer until the next fair. Now, they can rest easy while they have the option.
Hold on, I want to check something. Take it you're an animal person? Well, hi. Hi. Fiddleford turns his head down, a near bashful smile glimpsing through his beard.
Oh, shucks. Maybe just a little bit. Pa always said to not get attached to farm animals, but can you blame me?
Not one bit. It must have been peaceful growing up in the country.
Oh, Tennessee is quite the sight for sore eyes. Them cityscapes don't hold a candle to an Appalachian view. But I had to trade it in eventually. How many folk at home are interested in humoring a robotics prodigy?
You could get that. Work has become your whole life these last few years. You'd kill to kick back on a rocking chair somewhere far away from the stress, even if that was down in a hog farm in Tennessee. The question was, what took this robotics prodigy away from the big city and into the falls? You open your mouth to ask, but Fiddleford pushes off the fence and starts walking.
Come on, we're burning moonlight here yapping.
You followed suit. Don't worry, you told yourself. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Even at night, this town feels full. Signs, posters, and art are slapped around every inch, designed to engage with newcomers and send them into the various small businesses. You stop by a light post. A bright red flyer is nailed against it, drawing viewers towards a store called the Mystery Shack not too far away. Come see the wonders of the world. Mind-blowing attractions, earth-shattering realities, no refunds. Yeah, right. You roll your eyes, scoffing to yourself before Fiddleford waves you over.
Here's the sitch. We've got a heap of lot of ground to cover. It's looking like we're gonna have to split up. That all right with you?
That might be our best move.
Right on. Holler if you find anything. Oh, and come find me if you run into trouble.
Only if you do the same. You snap and point towards Fiddleford, taking a step in the direction opposite to him. Soon you both split off, exploring different halves of the town square. No problem, you assure yourself. Just investigate the town for someone who can help. Thunder rolls above you. The clouds darken, swallowing up the moon and threatening to start sprinkling any second now. Better make this fast. What do you look at first? Cop car parked in the alley. You clasp your hands in silent rejoice. Finally, you grab onto your duffel tightly and hurry towards the car. Excuse me, officers. The two men are laid across their squad car. They mirror each other's poses, lying with one hand behind their head and the other pointed at the sky. Orion's got that belt, right? I think so, but it sure don't look like. The shorter of the two stops when he sees you. He shines his flashlight in your direction, causing you to throw your arms up to shield your eyes. Oh, my mistake. Didn't see you walk up. Name's Sheriff Blubbs, and this is here my partner, Deputy Durland. You new round here? Blubbs pulls his flashlight away quickly, pushing up the sunglasses that were surely blinding him at night. You see the other officer beside him wave merrily. You haul a breath, ready to explain your car situation with Fiddleford, but this might be your only chance to talk to two sheriffs. Surely they know this town inside out. Maybe they know something interesting? Focus on the car. I'm in kind of a predicament. Me and my, friend, is that right? He wasn't a coworker, and me and this stranger I found doesn't feel right either. You roll with it for now. We're a little stranded. I see. And where'd your pal run off to? Oh, Fiddleford's out looking for help too. Oh, you mean McGucket? You nod, and Derlin whistles in response. Hooey, yeah, we got plenty of folk to call for him. Don't worry, dear. Y'all be just fine. You, a lot of people, huh? You weren't sure why, but that surprised you. Fiddleford just came off as such a loner before, but it was good news to hear now. You're quick to thank the officers. Awesome, thank you both, truly. Don't mention it. He saved our hide in the past. You tell him it's the least we can do. How intriguing. You wish there was more time to explain, but you need to find Fiddleford and tell him the good news. Will do, thanks again. You walk back with a weight off your shoulders. Finally, something tonight is going right. You're able to laugh at the past frustrations. Yep, nothing can bring you down now. Then a thunder echoed throughout the sky. No, come on. After hours of thinking that thunder will never follow rain, it begins to pour. You feel the first few drops fall down your face, sliding under your chin and onto your clothes. You start running aimlessly. The rain grows heavy and fast. Your clothes start to feel heavy, your socks swelling inside your shoes and squishing with every step. You make it back to the square, still running. Cherry! Cherry! You're alert at the sound of your name. Before you can react, you feel someone's grip on your hand. He uses your momentum to swing you back towards him. A sudden whoa of surprise bolts out of your mouth. You move with the motion, letting him pull you back underneath the awning of a store. You take a couple steps too far and bump into Fiddleford.
Easy there, hon. You all right?
Yeah, I also never expected Fiddleford to say hun either, but here we are. He steadies you with his free hand, clasping your shoulder lightly. Fiddleford perched up on the post of the awning. He quickly moves his hand off your shoulder and to hold onto the wooden pillar. He stands on the base looking down at you. Thunder crashes, lightning scrapes the sky. Its silver glow in the distance is enough to hue his eyes. His stare wanders down to your shoes. Your sogging clothes drip down to a puddle around your feet. Rhythmic drops fall off Fiddleford's hat into the same spot. He clearly didn't escape the rain in time either. You laugh at yourselves, knowing by any second now you'll be a cold, shivering mess. But something right now has you feeling warm. You raise your hand to wipe off the rain, only to notice Fiddleford still has a hold on your hand. Or you have a hold of his? It's hard to tell whose grip is tighter right now. I'm alright, thanks. You finally answer, and Fiddleford lets go. He hops off the post, his bare feet smacking against the pavement. He grins as he tugs his hat off and wrings it out. Excess water flows out between you two, and he holds it at his side. Fiddleford huffs. He turns his head to look at the rain that slides off the roof. It pings off the metal, flickering like a loud typewriter. He rubs the casted hand against his neck, his grin fading.
I'm real sorry I got you into this mess. I don't know why I do it, to tell you the truth.
You lean against the post, trying to look at the rain with him, but your sight keeps coming back to him. Don't apologize. I'll admit, this isn't exactly how I imagined my night going. He leans his back against the adjacent side of the post, glancing at you from over his shoulder. You see his smile has returned, but smaller. You weren't able to see his gold tooth poking out this time. Then you asked yourself when you started noticing he had a gold tooth. As you lose your train of thought, you quickly try to recover, peeling your stare away and looking back at your shoes. But I'm having fun. You force yourself to look back at him. A mellow smile pulls at the corner of your lips. With you. Fiddleford melts. His shoulders slump. What is this, bro? I'm sorry. Fiddleford is, he would be a good friend. Like, he can be cute, but not in the sense of dating. Especially if I'm young, I'm like in my 30s. If this is like in my 30s right now in this game, and apparently, this is still weird. still weird. I have no idea how old Fiddleford is. He's probably in his 60s. I have no idea. Anyways, his shoulders slump with the reassurance, and his head tilts back against the post. You see another flash of light, but unlike lightning, it grows closer. The beam brightens until you have to turn away. Tires crunching against the gravel stick out against the sound of the rain. You look up, squinting. It's impossible to make out what the car looks like, but next to it you see the door open. It soon slams shut just after a dark figure steps out. Welp. That's it. That's it of the game. That was very, very interesting. I like that. They have 4 different routes and 4 different stories for each of the person that you want to go out with. I'll give my opinion on each of them. Stan was pretty cool. I like how they drew Stan. And Bill's voice acting was phenomenal. The art is phenomenal. The storyline is funny. With Ford's, it's kind of typical. It's just like any other thing that you would expect. Fiddleford's, I don't know how to feel about Fiddleford's. I mean, Fiddleford is pretty cool, but not cool as dating cool. But yeah. Now that that's over with, I'm gonna check something real quick. I'm just gonna check something real quick. I don't know how many people are still in here. But, you know. Hey, it's me. It's Fairy. Ask me anything. I know about a million things. I'll do everything. What's that, Kappa? Oh, wee. It is Perry. Mercy. What does the cow say? Oh, moo. I speak that too. All day. Do you live alone? Is anybody home? 1, 2, 3, and so where did everybody go? Hey, it's me, it's Verity. Ask me anything. I know about a million things. I'll do everything. What is it called again? What is it called? Oh my gosh, what is it called? Yeah, Wonderland, I think. It's good. It's great. I think this is it. Yes, it is it. I'm super excited to play this. If it's glitching, that's not my fault. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay.
Welcome! I've been waiting for you. Please, enter a ride.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's gonna be very hard for me to maneuver this though, jeez. Oh my gosh, I love this guy. Oh. Let's crouch. Okay then. La 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 la. Anyways. Like, it's good, it's great now. This is very stressful, what the heck? Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this now, because I don't know how many of you... Let me see how many of you are still in here. There is 0 people in here! Wow, that's amazing. I think... Monolasa, you're AFK, so I'm just gonna try to play it on my own. See how this works out. Oof. Whoa. Wee. I've heard this game is pretty good. I'm not sure though, so I'm gonna check it out. Make sure that it is. That's so cool. I'm in a hospital? Oh, I died. Oh no! What a wonderful way to start. Oh. The frick arm. Hint, head for the door. Yeah, no sh. I'm scared. What is happening right now? Hello?
Hello, my name is Zippy, and I love Lumen. Go look for Lumen over there and bring it back to me.
What?
The red one tastes the best.
Oh, where's that coming from? I'm gonna collect all of them. This game's pretty cool so far. It's got really cool mechanics.
We're gonna leave in like an hour and 15 minutes for the movies. So I need you to get ready. Okay?
Okay. Oh, over here. Oh. Hello.
Ew, that one tasted nasty. That's my cutiline.
Hey. 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 Oh. What is that?
This is an exit. Exits are your friends. And so is Wormy. When he's not hungry. And look at him. He's not budging till he's fed. Good thing you brought me these. Open wide, Wormy. See? Limits go in. Tickets come out. You can use tickets at the shop. Do you have any lumens left? He's still hungry. That's it for me. Next time you lost, just bring me lumens. And I'll snip out an exit for you.
Okay then. Oh. That was interesting. Anyways. Who are you? Hey. Who are you? Who are you? Sussy man. Sussy man. Okay then. I want to be in the front. Yeah. Bye, mysterious person. I have no idea who you are. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. What the heck? Why am I here again?
I want lumens.
Careful now. Everything here
Ooh.
is fine. Even the balloon.
Oh.
I'm hungry. Go find me. It's time to get out of here.
What the heck was that?
You can figure it out. You get extra time and a legendary lumen.
I start the funeral music early?
Oh, jeez. Hey, Wormy. Go, 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 go. Oof. What the heck is that? Oh, I don't like the owl. Guess what the owl does? The owl has a sniper rifle. I know. I luckily dodged it.
This is a puzzler. If you can figure it out, you get extra time and a legendary lumen.
Uh-oh. What the heck is that little kid? It's not a little kid. What is it? It's another monster. Okay, I'm gonna end this live stream now because I can understand this. Team 2. Okay, bye.